name is Oishik. Today we will continue our chess lessons. Now with the fundamentals. Our first fundamental is capture. Let me show you a kind of capturing board. Two kings. Let's keep. Imagine one king is here. Then keep a king here. Yep. Then imagine the king is here. The queen is just like sitting here. Now look at the board. Do you see it? Now do you see the duke? Let's keep the king here. Yeah. So now the duke is here, right? And the queen is in its pass. So it seems like you can't move to the square B1, okay? But one thing, you can move it. Then you take the queen. That's called, you can name it capturing, eating, or taking. And I just want to remind you, never lose your queen. This is the most valuable piece ever known to be on the board. You can even do something with the queen. You can win the game with the queen even. I'll show you how to win the game at the last fundamental. Now let me show you the next tactic where you can save yourself from this capturing. The pieces that you can capture, which are unprotected, are called hanging pieces. Now let me teach you about the protection. So, it is black to move. Okay? So it's white to move, I meant, okay? So for white to move, white is the safest look, okay? So there's three options of protecting. One, escaping. Here's one escape, like playing here, B2. So no piece can move, like the duke can't eat it diagonally, or the king can't eat it here on B2. So this is one escaping pattern. Another thing is like blocking the attack. So queen here is blocking the attack. And there's another option called protection. You like play the queen here. So if the rook captures or eats you, you will eat him with the queen. That's the protection. Now next one is combat. Combat is the place where you save your piece and you eat the piece. So white will have to move 2 times in this situation. So, did you see that the pawn is like threatened? This is called threatened when a piece about to eat this pawn. So, first they should play the pawn, then they should play the bishop, then eat it. Wait, let me put the king so it's more easier to understand. So, this is what will happen this is what will happen in the puzzle now. This is how the board will look like. Now let me tell you about the place where you check. That means you can't eat the king, okay? It's not possible. It's illegal if you eat the king. Let me show you something called check. So there are 2 ways to check. So it's like kind of like threatening the king. So if I play the king here, you have to say check. Then your opponent has to move the king away. There are 3 options to save the king. Okay? One option, the first option, from the queen check from here, he can block with the queen. This is called blocking the attack. Second option is like escaping with the king. And the third option is suppose the rook is here and suppose is capturing checking piece. Okay, the next play is called out of your check. So imagine now you were checked by the queen. You will do the same thing but with your opponent's piece this time. Okay? Now we will encounter takes place. We win the game! Ding, 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 ding. So always follow this part while you're playing. It's called mating. We will talk about some mating patterns in a last lesson, so you may get some ideas. I guess I'll talk about something. I have a checkmatey book. I can show you a few pages of my checkmatey book. There are a lot of kinds of mate, like the smoothed mate and the blackburn's mate and lowly's mate. Okay, I'll teach you these soon. Now, I'll show you mate. There's one kind of mate I want to teach you. Suppose you have a king here, and you want to mate it. Okay? Yeah. And you want to mate this lone king, okay? First, let me show you the fencing. My parents kind of taught me this because I'm weak at my mates, but not that I learned about that. I'm teaching you this. So first play, you could play rook h3. Then king would play somewhere down or would play somewhere here, but could not play here because the rook is fencing this part. It's like a bunch of fences where it's kind of a bunch. Do you know those that fencing where you kind of fence cows? That kind of fencing. It's kind of rook is making a fence where the king can't move to, so the king is stuck on these two rows. And if the king plays down, you could fence this row. So the king could only has the option to play these two squares, and then you just play a queen down and mate. If you place here, that's even a luckier option. But look for some other option by playing kind of like here. Then whatever he does, he will be mating. If you place b1 or d1, no matter what, he's mate when queen is down here. Whenever you mate, you just keep the king playing like this, as if it's just trapped in a net, kind of like that. Bye-bye.